YouTube, what it do? It's your boy, Ratchet Reggie. Welcome to another episode of Narrow Minded. I know I haven't been on here for about a week, but I'm back, so what it do? First, before we begin, let me give shout outs to my boy, LeBron James. You know, he's recently just won his fourth NBA title, his fourth finals MVP, and he should have won his fifth regular season MVP. But you know how they hate on the great. You know how they hate on the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy LeBron James. Rise above the hate. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of hate. He get a lot of hate, and he always rise above it. So we need to learn how to rise above the hate that's going on around in this world right now. But anyway, I digress. Today's episode is going to be about the three enemies of the black man. And since I'm a black man, I feel like I have the right to talk about and discuss the three enemies of the black man. Now listen, this show is called Narrow Minded. That means it's my opinion through my experiences in my life journey thus far. So you don't have to agree with me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't agree with me, stop watching. Turn the channel or listen and watch whatever, but you don't have to agree with me. Okay? But this is just from my point of view, from my mind, from the things that have happened in my life. All right? So that's all I wanted to say. So let's get it started. The first enemy of the black man is, of course, white supremacy and systematic racism. All right. So this enemy has hit the black man. This enemy hit the black man a long, long time ago. You know what I'm saying? When the Europeans invaded Africa, right? And they started this whole transatlantic slave trade. That's the first, that's the beginning of, the black man versus white supremacy and systematic racism. So of course, with slavery, that brought a lot of, demoralizing things to the black man. That pretty much crippled the black man. That pretty much put the black man from being second behind the black woman or equal to the black woman all the way to the bottom, okay, with slavery. Because what happened during slavery? We lost our manhood, we lost our families, we lost our, native land, we lost our natural resources, we lost our dignity, we lost our self-pride, we lost our self-esteem, we lost our culture, we lost our nutrition, we lost our values, we lost our morals, we lost our, so many things that we lost during slavery that, we still haven't gained back until this day. You know what I'm saying? The mental slavery still continues, okay? So, with slavery, when you're held captive, when you lose the war, because it was a war, it was an invasion. They say that the black, people gave the other black people up, but if they gave them up, you ain't no way you're gonna be in chains. If we were captive of war. You know what I'm saying? They came in with their Christian crusades, and if you don't believe in Christianity, you die or da. Do your history, do your research. But anyway, so with slavery, it demoralized a man, because what is a man's job on this earth? A man's job is to protect his family and to provide for his family, right? So, when those two things are being taken away from you by another group of men, then you lose your pride, you lose your self-dignity. You can't protect your family, you can't protect your women and your children. and you can't provide for your women and your children, right? So then not only that, you were stripping of your, you were removed from your natural habitat, moved into a whole different habitat. You had to watch your kids and your children being sold. You had to watch your kids and your children being whipped. You had to watch your kids and your children being beat, and vice versa. They had to watch you being sold. They had to watch you being beat. They had to watch you being, dehumanized. You get what I'm saying? And as a man, you couldn't do nothing about it. You could have did something about it, but at the time, our mental wasn't at that point where we could rebel. I mean, it was a lot of slave rebellions. Shout out to Haiti, for their successful slave rebellion. And it was many other slave rebellions, but for the most part, we didn't rebel. I don't know why. I wasn't living back in those days, but I'm sure one of the reasons is they had weapons of mass destruction, which was back then in the form of a gun. We didn't have guns. We didn't carry guns. We're not violent people. We're loving people. So when these invaders and these cruel and inhumane and people came to conquer us, the people that do not have a soul, do not have a consciousness, they only have greed and they only come to destroy, to kill, and to steal, okay? That's what these people, that's what they do, and they're still doing it to this day. But anyway, so, you had to witness, your manhood was taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? Through slavery. That's where it all began. Taking away the black manhood through slavery. Making him useless to his family. He can't protect his family. He can't provide for his family. That's the quintessential of what a man is supposed to do, right? So when you can't do that, you don't feel like a man, right? And that's how they're able to feminize a lot of black men, and that's a whole nother story, a whole nother subject. But pretty much slavery was the foundation of taking a black man from being a king to being at the bottom of society and being the scapegoat of society, right? So that's the black man's number one enemy, is white supremacy and systemic racism. And it all began with slavery, right? So, of course, after that, you had, throughout slavery, they already practiced separating the family, selling the man to this plantation, selling the woman to this plantation, keeping the kids here, Then, as history moved on and social programs became to come into place, they separated the family through social services and public housing, right? They offered our women housing, but it was a catch to it. You can't have the black man in the household. If the white man, if massa, if your daddy, if the white daddy, Uncle Sam, give our black women a place to stay, food stamps, if they give them public housing, food stamps, and child services like daycare and things like that, what do you need the man for? You don't need the man. So kick the man out of the house, right? Kick the man out of the house. And now our family dynamic that we had so strong, the man, the woman, and the child, is now broken. And now we are all confused, and we have broken homes, and they try to say, well, the black people have broken homes, but it's a reason why we have broken homes. This is all designed, right? This is all stemmed from, like I said, slavery. Break up the family, take the man out of the household. Now you have the women raising the children, raising the sons, and that's why the sons are growing up to be weak-minded, to not understand how to work hard. They're very soft. They're very feminized. They don't know how to do anything but play video games, and they don't read. They don't have no discipline. They don't have no structure because the man is not in the house to discipline and to provide structure and to teach and to learn and to teach the children and the young men, to show them how to be men in this society, right? So now, we're raising bastard little boys to grow up to be womanizers, to hate themselves, to do not have value in themselves, to be weak, to be feminized, to just not be the type of men that can change this situation that we as the black community as a whole find ourselves in under this white supremacy and this systematic racism, right? Weaken the strongest, tool that they have, which is the black man. Yes, the woman is strong in her own right, but she can't fight. She's not going to go out here and fight these wars. She's not going to risk her life, put her life on the line. That's our job. You know what I'm saying? So, take the man out of the home. You know what I'm saying? Destroy the black family, right? Give the black woman housing. Give her public housing. Give her food stamps. Give her child care. And she won't need the black man, right? She'll have to count on us, right? Child support. You know what I'm saying? Child support. Give the black woman, power of child support. If this black man is not doing what she wants him to do, and if if it doesn't work out, make her put him on child support. Even though child support is really illegal, and they don't even give all the funds to the mother and the child anyway. They take off the top. That lets you know the reason why they even doing it in the first place. It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand in some cases why child support is necessary. But at the same time, the way the laws are written, it takes advantage. It allows most of the time for the woman to take advantage of the man, which is going to cause even more friction between the black man and the black woman and the black family. But of course, this is all designed. This is white supremacy. This is systematic racism. This is exactly how they wanted it to be. And also, if the black man don't pay his child support, guess what happens? He ends up in jail, or he loses his voting privileges, or he can't get licensed and he can't get a job, and pretty much making it very difficult for the black man. You know what I'm saying? So what else we got? Mass incarceration, right? The rules and the laws and the lawmakers and legislation and the Congress writing laws to target black men, to incarcerate black men. Since we can't legally put them in slavery anymore, what we could do is we can switch it up. Instead of having forced slavery, we can have voluntary slavery through them being incarcerated. But we're going to, harass them. We're not going to give them any opportunities. We're going to pump drugs in their communities. We're going to take all their jobs away. We're going to give their women free housing, public housing, food stamps, and child care. So now they can be at odds with their women. That's going to cause domestic violence because now the woman thinks she's the man of the household. She doesn't need a man, blase, blase, blah. The whole thing is white supremacy and systematic racism. They did this on purpose to crack the black family, okay? So now it's mass incarceration. Joe Biden and Bill Clinton came up with this 3 strikes rule. And it all started with it was all the presidents, but it started with Nixon, then Ronald Reagan, and then the Bushes, and it just kept going on and on till, the laws were so crazy that, this 3 strike laws where if a black man got caught with weed on 3 different occasions, he has to do life in prison, and lock these black men up for false accusations, and lock these black men up for minimal things and nonviolent crimes so they can go to prison. We can take them out of the community. We can put them to work for these major and large corporations where they're only making 2 cents per hour, and it's pretty much slavery all over again, right? We're not going to offer these black men no jobs. We're not going to offer them opportunities. We're not going to give them education. We're not going to restore all the things that we took from them and their family. We're going to make it worse on them. You know what I'm saying? So you got mass incarceration, which is another tool of white supremacy and systematic racism that we in this country have still yet to eradicate. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of black women say that they're the most disrespected, you know, person or whatever. That's not valid. That's not true at all. I mean, look at what's going on. The black man is the most disrespected. The black man is the at the bottom of the totem pole. The black man is the one getting shot in the streets. The black by racist police officers while they're unarmed. You know, we got Breonna Taylor, you know what I'm saying, but it's a million Mike Browns for that one Breonna Taylor. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what else we got? Scapegoat of society, you know what I'm saying, which is another tool of white supremacy. You know, you got the black man on the news. He's stealing, he's robbing, he's killing, he's selling drugs, he's doing all of this, he's doing all of that. He's dangerous, he's a criminal. He only wants to sell drugs and have sex and make babies and not take care of them. That's all you see on the news. But they're not telling you how the black man got in that situation. I mean, come on now. We had Mansa Musa, a black man who was the wealthiest and the richest man of all time throughout the whole entire existence of the world. This was the richest man ever. He's a black man. So how do we go from Mansa Musa to being the scapegoat on the 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock news? Whenever you watch the fucking news, the black man is portrayed as some type of criminal and always suspicious and is guilty before proven innocent, okay? Shot down in the streets with no, like, you know, we're the ones. We're the scapegoat of society. We are what's wrong with society, okay? And I know this to be true because when I walk down the street in my neighborhood, which is a mixed neighborhood, and I'm walking on the sidewalk, whether it's a white person, an Indian person, or Asian person, any other person of a different color than my color, they get afraid. They get off the sidewalk, walk all the way around me, and get back on the sidewalk when I'm minding my own damn business. Not even worried about them. Not even thinking about them. You feel me? So another form of white supremacy is the scapegoat, the criminal energy, the criminal image, police brutality. I just talked about that. Pumping our community with drugs, okay? Black men do not own ships. We do not own coca leaf fields. You know, how does this cocaine get into our community? It's through ships. They ship it into America. Black people do not run the borders. So how do we get our hands on this cocaine that we turn into crack or whatever we just sell as cocaine? Somebody has to give it to us. You know what I'm saying? And they already not giving us any jobs, any opportunities. You know, they're not giving us education. They're locking us up at an alarming rate. They're making it very difficult on the black man. So guess what the black man gonna resort to take care of his family? Not only that, to boost his self-image, to boost his ego, to feel like he could do something in this world, sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? His community is already ravaged. You know, they're needing some type of fix. And drugs is like, what's the quick fix? So that's what a lot of black men turn to because it's very hard, you know, out here. Not making excuses for black men because there's a lot of lazy black men out here. But at the same time, you know, I'm just letting you know that it's all systemic racism and white supremacy, okay? And another thing is kill our leaders, right? They kill all our leaders, all our real leaders. MLK, Martin Luther King, what's the Black Panthers leader? Huey P. Newton. You know, what's my, you know, and plenty of other black leaders that they have, you know, either killed, set them up, or did some type of defame their character, did something to them. You know, they kill all of our real leaders, right? So, like I said, white supremacy and systematic racism is the black man's number one enemy, okay? Number one enemy, all right. The number two enemy of the black man is the black man versus the black man, right? For some reason, even though we all have the same struggle, we all come from the same place, we're all trying to do the same thing, which is build financial security and stability for our family, protect our family, give our family the best life possible. And we're all given the same type of roadblocks, and we're all in the same systemic racism, and we all under the same white supremacy. We look at each other as the enemy instead of looking at the real enemy, which is white supremacy and systematic racism. Instead of attacking that, we attack ourselves, which I have no idea why the fuck we attack ourselves, okay? That's just the dumbest thing that we continue to do till this day. We have the biggest egos towards each other, but when a white officer kills an unarmed, innocent black man, woman, or child, we don't do shit. None of the thugs, none of the gangsters, none of the GDPs, Crips, Bloods, all of these motherfuckers that swear they hard, throwing up gang signs, banging, and swearing they can kill another nigga in a split second. That's terrible. That's terrible, man, because you don't even understand the reason why you even hate that next brother is because of white supremacy and systematic racism, okay? So, black men are jealous of each other, right? We see one black man see another black man doing good, we're jealous. We see this black man got his thing, doing his thing, got his family, making money, we mad. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, my man King James. It's a lot of black men that don't like LeBron James. He married his high school sweetheart. He don't got no type of, you know, scandals running around. He's raising his 3 beautiful children. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it the right way. We still mad at him. He's sending black kids to college. He built a school mainly for black people and black parents to better their lives. I mean, what more can you ask from a black man? I mean, come on, man. We still hate this man. You know what I'm saying? And say some terrible, awful things about this man. Jealousy, man. It's just pure jealousy. And not only on LeBron, it's just we're jealous of each other. Why, man? Why not be happy for your brother that's being successful, that's succeeding? Why not, man? Because when he succeeds, you succeed. The more successful LeBron is, the better we look. The more power he get, the better, the more power for us. Everybody not going to be a LeBron. Everybody not going to be a P. Diddy. Everybody not going to be, you're not going to be that person. So you hating on that person because that's not your role in this lifetime. It's terrible for you, man. Oh, they with the Illuminati. Jay-Z sold his soul and all this and all of that. Man, this man worked hard. These people worked hard on their craft. They believed in themselves. And they ain't take shit from nobody. And we as black people tear down our most talented, successful people. Why, man? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. We don't support each other. You know, black men don't support the other black man. You can see a black man starting his nonprofit, starting his business, whatever. We don't support them, man. We don't give them the money. We'll spend our money with everybody else, but when it comes to another black person in their business, oh, I ain't spending my money with him. He ain't finna be getting rich off of me. What you mean, bro? Support that man and then get motivated by that man to start your own business. And it'll work. It'll rotate back. It'll come back around to you. But you hating and not giving and supporting another black man because you're insecure and you're not working hard and you're not chasing your dreams is terrible. And we got to get out of that, man. All the money that we spend on these white people, everything is, I mean, Jordan, yes, Jordan getting paid from it, but he not getting paid more than Nike getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these clothing lines and everything that we support that's not going back into the black man's pocket, we're working against each other, man. We're working against each other. We don't even bank with black banks. We're working against each other, man. We don't support each other. I don't get it. We're always competing with each other. Gotta be better, I gotta be better. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be the best. But stop competing with your black brother, man. Compete with a white person. Compete with an Asian person. Like, why you gotta be better than your black brother, man? Bring your black brother up to where you at. Stop trying to stick your nose up at your black brothers and sisters when you make it in this white supremacy or this white man world, and then you looking down on your brothers and sisters when really the only thing you doing is contributing to white supremacy anyway. So why you looking down on your black brothers and sisters? Because you made it in the white man's world. I mean, look at BET Awards and look at the what they call them, the Oscars or whatever, the Grammys. Y'all don't want to go to the BET Awards, but y'all want to go to the Grammys. Y'all mad when y'all don't get nominated for the Grammys. Fuck the Grammys, man. They don't understand our culture anyway. But y'all be so hyped to go to the Grammys instead of the BET Awards. Self-hate. Self-hate. You want the approval of somebody that don't even like you. Anyway, man, on to the next one, man. We speak negativity towards each other. Calling each other, you know, niggas and bitches and fuck you, nigga, man. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, why you gotta be macho with me, bro? Why you gotta be macho with me? I want you to be macho with Uncle Sam. Be macho with that police officer that be fucking with you all the fucking time for no goddamn reason. Like, but you want to be macho with me and I'm in the same position that you, and you want to talk negative to me. You know what I'm saying? Telling the girl he ain't shit, that nigga ain't shit. Telling your peoples he ain't shit, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Lame ass nigga, man. Lame ass nigga, man. I'll take that nigga, bitch, man. That nigga ain't got shit, man. That nigga ain't got no money, man. Broke ass nigga, man. Just talking negative, man. What the fuck, man? What's up with that? What's up with that? We can't big each other up. What up, bro? What up, my G? What up, King? What up, big dog? What up, big man? What's popping? What you like, yo? Like, why we gotta talk negative to each other? Come on, man. What else, man? No forgiveness. No forgiveness with each other. You know what I'm saying? We make one mistake with each other, we gotta go to war. We gotta kill each other. We gotta kill each other cousins, brothers, mamas, aunties. We spinning the block. We rotating around the block. We rotating around the block like the earth rotate around the sun. We 360ing around the block. We killing the block. We dead in the block. We killing everything. We killing your mama, your newborn son, your son that ain't even born yet, your baby mama. We killing them. We going to have sex with your baby mama after we kill you. We just what the fuck, yo? What? No forgiveness, yo. No forgiveness, knowing that we all come from the same poverty, we all come from the same struggle, and we got some issues that we need to be healed. So yeah, sometimes we're gonna do some not so good things to each other. Now I'm not saying that just let people run over you, but at the same time, man, you gotta kill somebody for a mistake? You like, come on, man. Yeah. All right. No patience. I just like the same thing. We afraid of each other. I don't know why, man. Why you afraid of another black man? I'm not afraid of another black man. I know that what this black man is capable of, but why should I be afraid of this black man? That's my brother. I love him, man. I love him. I'm sending out love. You get whatever you send out to the world. So if you send out hate, anger, bitterness, you know, spitefulness, ready to fight, and just you got that nasty energy, that's what you're gonna get back. All right. You know, no love for each other, man. It's hard for us to love each other. I don't know why. We kill each other. We talk negative to each other. We don't have no patience with each other. You know, it's just, we got to really, we got to heal each other, man. We got to forgive each other. We got to come together. And we got to come together because nobody's going to help us. We always crying about when some shit go bad for another race or different people that's not black. But when it comes to our struggle, none of them races are really trying to help us. So that's why you got to understand, we got to help us. But as long as we fighting against each other, big, like looking down upon each other, calling each other bitch ass niggas and I take your, like, come on, man, we never going to get nowhere. We doing exactly what they want us to do. But y'all know this, man. Y'all grown, man. All right, this is the last subject, right? Let me see. And this is the last enemy of the black man is the black woman. The black man versus the black woman. I'm really getting sick and tired of this shit. Okay. First of all, we keep blaming each other on all the hurt and shit that we've done to each other. Okay. Stop blaming that woman or stop blaming that man. Look at what you did. Look at what you did in the relationship. You know, own up to your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Black women, own up to your shit now. Y'all act like y'all never wrong. Y'all act like y'all don't do nothing wrong. Y'all act like y'all perfect. Can't nobody tell y'all nothing. If somebody tell y'all something, y'all gotta come out with the nastiest mouths. Y'all gotta do the most spiteful shit. Y'all just can't take criticism. Even if it's constructive criticism, y'all can't take it. And that's a problem because nobody's 100% right 100% of the time. If we as black men can't criticize our black women, then we're never going to get nowhere, okay? You are not perfect, okay? Just like you criticize me, I have the right to tell you what I do not like about you or what I think you're not doing right or what you need to do better. But not in a nasty way. In a constructive way. In a loving way, in a productive way, not to try to stab you in the fucking heart, take it out, bite it. We gotta stop trying to hurt each other. We gotta stop pointing our nose up at one another and thinking we're better than each other when we clearly need each other. We need the black man and the black woman to forgive each other, kiss and make up, and stop doing hurtful shit to each other. Okay, stop. Stop doing it. Okay? Allowing systematic racism to divide each other. I already explained to y'all about the public housing, the food stamps, and the child care, and how the white supremacy and systematic racism trying to remove the black man from the family, from the woman and the child. So now the black man can be useless. Now the black woman think that and I'm not saying nothing wrong with a black woman being independent. You supposedly, it's good that both parties doing their thing, but at the end of the day, it has to have, it's an imbalance. You can't just have a woman raising all the kids. That's why we so fucked up right now. That's why our community is so fucked up right now, because the black woman thinks that, oh, I don't need no man. I can be independent. I don't da. You need a man. Your kids need a man. You need a man. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You do need a man. Your kids do need a man in their life. A good man, the right man, not just any man. Not just any knucklehead. That's y'all problem too. Y'all want the wrong man. Y'all want the man that's selling drugs, that's smoking weed in front of your kids, that's doing drugs in front of your kids, that having any Tom, Dick, and Harry in your household, that's staying out late, that's not working towards, a stable foundation, not working towards, a stable commitment, not working towards building a financial foundation. No, y'all want the dudes that's gonna be in and out of jail. The dudes that's trying to be, always gotta be at the club or in some type of entertainment. The bad guys, they say that the women love the bad guys and they don't like the good guys finish last. Well, guess what? In order for us to stop this terrible shit that's happening in our community, y'all women gonna have to stop going for these bad guys and get your fucking mind right and get with a good guy. So he can take care of you and your children. You won't have to be out here mad and angry, talk about you don't need no man because you done let the same type of dude hurt you over a million times. Now you don't even have no space in your heart for love anymore. Even when the good man come around and try to show, you don't even believe it. You think it's too good to be true, and you drag the good man and you do all this shit to the good man, and then turn around and run right back to this man that don't love you at all, just using you for sex, money, and a place to stay or whatever the fuck they're using you for. Okay, you know what I'm saying? No patience with each other. You know, ready to jump into the next relationship as soon as it get rocky. The grass is not always greener on the other side. And you ain't even healed from this relationship before you just jumped your ass into another relationship. Come on, men and women. We got to stop doing that shit. Because you ain't going to do nothing but continue to keep hurting people and continue to add more baggage onto yourself. And it's going to be a cycle, a never-ending cycle of damage and broken homes. 3 different baby mamas, 3 different baby daddies. Come on, man, we gotta stop that shit. Competing with each other. Come on, man, what's up with that? Why the black man and the black woman gotta compete with each other? Black woman, you're not a black man. Black men, you're not a black woman. Okay, play your role. Okay, everything has a role in society, in the ecosystem. You know. On the football team, on the bat, everything has a role, okay? You know, hold on, man. Let me skip this. Everything has a role. Black women, stop trying to be a man. Stop trying to be masculine. Stop. Just stop, okay? Get back into your feminine. Get back into being a girly girl. Get back into being wholesome. Get back into being... Stop just opening your box to anybody, man. Just letting anybody run through your box, okay? You know what I'm saying? Doing drugs and just... Come on, man. Like, I'm not trying to be holier than thou. You know, of course, I smoke weed and I, you know, from time to time or in my past... But I'm not addicted to it. It's not, it's not something that if I don't do it, I'm going to go crazy and I got to have it. And no, man, because that means you're an addict at that point. Something has more control over you than you have over yourself. Okay? So, come on, my women. Like, come on, man. Get back to being girly girls, man. Stop. You're not a nigga. You're not a nigga. Deep down inside, I know you're hurt. I know you're in pain. Stop putting on the front. Stop. Because that's why you got to do so many drugs, because you putting on the front instead of going to get that help and getting back to your center, getting back to your base, getting back to being vulnerable for real love and not love from a knucklehead. Okay? What else, man? Using the children to manipulate each other. Why we got to do that? Why we got to use our children to manipulate each other? Man, why you gotta act like you want to see the child whenever the woman finally cut you off and you really don't want to be in the child life? Women, why you gotta hold the children back from the man just because he don't want to be with you, or you're being angry and spiteful because he's not trying to give you extra money for you to do shit that has nothing to do with taking care of the child? Like, come on, man. We ain't doing nothing but hurting our child. And our child is going to grow up to repeat the same shit, man. Grow up. Be responsible. Stop being a piece of shit. Okay? Stop being a piece of shit, man. Set a good example for your kids. What else? You know, using the court system to hurt you. You know, we got to stop using the court system to hurt each other. Black women, stop antagonizing your man. Stop pressing his buttons and then calling the police on his ass. Black men, stop putting your hands on your women, regardless if they pressing your buttons or not. Leave the fucking house. Leave. Just leave, okay? Leave. Don't do that dumb shit in front of your kids. They don't deserve it. You setting a terrible example. And I'm speaking from experience, so don't think I'm being a hypocrite, okay? There's nothing that I'm telling y'all that I'm not speaking from, really experience. Either I've done it or I've witnessed it, okay? So, I'm just being real. Don't shoot the messenger. We need to heal. We need to stop using the court system against each other. And then 3 weeks, 5 months later, we back talking and being cool with each other. But now our record and shit all fucked up, and we done hurt each other from progressing and making it harder on each other to be successful. Stop doing that shit. Either leave them alone. Leave them alone. If they're not good for you, leave them alone. It's that simple. It's that simple. But anyway, man, that's all I got to say. The 3 enemies of the black man is white supremacy, systematic racism, the black man versus the black man, and the black man versus the black woman. So my black man out there, we got a lot of ground to make up. We got to get to work, okay? So, that's just a little rant that I had. Thank you for watching another episode of Narrow Minded. I hope that I helped you guys with something today. I hope I opened somebody's mind, somebody's heart, somebody's soul, okay? But anyway, it's your boy Ratchet Reggie. I love y'all. I'm out.